Good morning, everybody. Just FYI, I was out drinking last night and I didn't get much sleep, so my voice is a little raspy. Sorry if that's annoying. So today I wanted to make another video because I did another Beyond the Zone color jams. This time I did the raspberry Kamakazie. And if you compare it to what I've been using, which is the Plumalicious, there is barely any difference. The raspberry Kamakazie is just maybe a shade brighter. However, I think my hair looks darker than it did with the Plum, which is a shade darker. I think the reason for that is because when I did this yesterday, I left it in for about 3 hours. The reason I left it in for 3 hours is because I wanted to get a brighter pink, and I washed my hair with really hot water, shampooed the shit out of it. Then I got all of that nasty undercoat shit that I got now, which is like a blue tinted silver. So most of my hair, especially like a lot of the ends, pretty much my whole head except for my roots actually, it was just bluish silver. So I thought that the pink would just pop. But leaving it on for 3 hours, I think that was a little bit too extreme. Usually I do about an hour with the other one. But I do like the result. I think it turned out pretty cool. Got some nice kind of highlights. I don't know if you can see, but up where my roots, and you can see there's dye staining on my scalp, which I don't give a shit about. But on my roots now, in the sun, you can see a little bit of more like a pinkish raspberry or almost strawberry color. And that's on my medium brown roots right now. Also, I do want to add that it does cover up gray hairs. Awesome. So, what I've been finding with the Beyond the Zone Color Jams dye is that I have to redo it every week, once a week. Even with washing my hair.
New message.
Usually, sorry, that's my phone. When I wash my hair, I do it in
New message.
like kind of, I don't do cold water. I can't do cold water. I will do barely lukewarm water so I don't see any color running out. And then really I only do that like every other day, and then maybe twice a week I will actually shampoo. I have noticed that when I shampoo with this dye, a lot of it will run out and fade. Another thing I'm noticing too is that I'm starting to curl and straighten my hair now that it's getting a little bit longer. That's definitely pulling out the color a lot faster. So still I'm doing it about once a week, but the raspberry, after 3 hours, this is what I got. Hopefully you can get a good view. Looks pretty dead on. In the sun it's a little bit brighter, but I definitely think it's more purple than the Plumalicious. So on lighter hair, if you leave this in for maybe an hour, you might get that kind of, pinkish raspberry color, which would be lighter than the Plumalicious that I've been using. The next one I'm going to do after I get sick of this, I'll probably use up the rest of these 2 bottles, and then I've got the Purple Passion, I think it is. And then I'm going to start doing that one, so we'll see how that turns out, which I don't think it's going to be much different from what I have now. I think it'll just be a little bit darker. So, that's my review on the Raspberry Kamakazie. Any questions, feel free to comment, email, whatevs. So, that's all I got today. See ya.